Jon, it feels like that the players are very relaxed, and we just listened to Antonio here saying that there is no pressure, and we heard before RC talking about that this is just bonus games. Are you worried about that approach to these games, that it's just bonus and that they are not in the competing for maybe the third place or even going further?
I think first of all, we played four rounds to go into the Champions League, which is a tremendous achievement for a club in Sweden. Champions League is not Europa League. It's at the highest level of football. The best players in the world are competing here. I think it's okay to be relaxed with the right mindset, because everybody wants to do a good performance. But we are playing against a very, very good side. Zenit actually deserved to win when they played away in Chelsea regarding expected goals. So it's the Russian champion who's been competing a lot of times in Europe, plenty of players who's used to playing international football. So of course it's going to be a big challenge tomorrow.
Can you tell us if Peña is ready to start, and if Rex is available for this game?
Søren will not be available for the game. Søren will not be available for the game. He's in Malmö, and we are still missing some players. I think more or less the 4 previous games in Sweden, we've been missing 8-9 players, which you can feel, of course. Every team in the world feel that when you're playing without maybe 8 players who actually could start as well. But we have our bodies, and I would also rotate a little bit tomorrow, because we have played a lot of games. So there's not everybody who can play 5-6 games in the road, if you look at my players at the moment. Regarding Sergio, he's looking better and better. Let's see what will happen tomorrow.
Здравствуйте, Роман Хлинский, спортивная редакция ТАСС. Выездная встреча в Санкт-Петербурге, и вот вы еще сказали про ротацию. Наверное, сейчас на какой результат рассчитываете, или все-таки какой результат вас, можно сказать, устроит в завтрашней игре?
First of all, what my striker Tony said, what my captain said the other day, those games here in the Champions League is bonus games. We want to develop, we want to play our style of football. As a club, we want to develop, learn from this great experience playing Champions League football, being among those 32 teams in Europe which play Champions League football. I think if you look at what Zenit brought in this year, I think they used more than 200 million Swedish crowns. Last season, I think it was above 300 million Swedish crowns, just so we understand a bit that it's a very good side we are playing against. Thank you.
And you, what would you say about Artem Zumba as a forward?
They have 2 great forwards, of course. Excellent forwards, they can play together. They can be used in a game, as the coach also said, one-on-one. Extremely quality, both players, a bit of different qualities. So Chupa, of course, he's famous not only in Russia, but also a very good player. And we have a lot of South American players from Brazil. So it's a nice challenge. We're looking forward to the challenge, and we are of course the underdogs tomorrow. But hopefully we can make an upset, 1 or 2 upsets in this group phase. It could be great.
Over there. Jon, do you see this as a must-win game tomorrow for your chances to succeed in this tournament and perhaps finishing 3rd and going to the Europa League?
We're not looking at that way. as I said before, we want to play our style of football, try to cope with a different level, with a higher level that we are used to. As I said in the beginning, this is not Europa League, it's Champions League. The best players in the world are playing this tournament. And of course we want to be brave with the ball and do the right things. We're playing against good side, but of course also going to be opportunities, but we have to do the right and concrete things, and regarding the result then we will see afterwards. But we are allowed to dream about an upset, but we are of course the underdogs.
There first.
Йон, вы знаменитый датский форвард, и этим летом сборная Дании возглавила Россию на Евро. В клубном рейтинге УЕФА текущего сезона Швеция пока идет на первом месте, Россия 38-я. На ваш взгляд, почему в целом скандинавский футбол прогрессирует, а российский деградирует? В чем причина?
I think first of all, Russia is a great football country. They've shown it for decades, for years, not only the national team but also in the league. I think personally we can be really proud what Malmö have achieved this season, going those 4 rounds. I think it happened 2 times in the history of Champions League football that a team went for a journey like that, playing 8 games. What I'm really happy is the way we played those 8 games, our way of playing, believing in our vision of modern football, being very flexible, information, being very direct, being very short passing, so modern football. And I'm happy to be here in Zenit, playing against a very good side in a great city.
Will you have a different, maybe more defensive mindset going into this game compared to Juventus, where you started off pretty offensive?
I think each game needs a different approach. We will be defending tomorrow. We will be attacking. Every game has different phases, and it's about, and I will say it a lot of times, I've said it a lot of times, doing the right and the concrete things on the right moment. But it's also important to show that we are brave with the ball against a good side, that we can develop that part. I think, I don't know if it was the Swedish journalist, I heard, yeah, Malmö went to Champions League football before, but they have never been doing that in a controlling way with the ball as well. So it's a bit of both things which you need on the highest level. You can't defend for 90 minutes, you can't attack, so we need to do the right things at the right moments.
Ваша команда с «Зенитом» еще не играла, но лично вы встречались. Вот запомнился ли вам тот матч и чем он для вас был примечательным?
I remember we lost that game with Villarreal against Zenit many years ago. I think it was 2007. I think it was the old stadium we played there. Now we have a very beautiful stadium. So that's a long time ago. At that time, Zenit won the UEFA Cup final that year with the Dutch coach Dick Advocaat. It's many years ago, but a great achievement.
Well, my Russian is not the best, but if you get help from Google Translate, you can see that Zenit tweeted and said that they have made the most detailed analysis in the history of Russian internet about you. How do you think you can surprise your opponent tomorrow?
First of all, we should start giving them a compliment. Of course, everybody's professional, doing a good analysis and doing their will. Like we have analyzed Zenit, so that's why I'm also talking about it's a very good side. With special individual quality, with power, with speed. Of course, every team has some weak points, and I also told my players about those weak points, but we have to do the right things to get a result regarding those weak points, because it's a top-class side.